Yo, what it do, Ghost Nation? It's your boy Ghost. Welcome back to another episode. Now, on this episode, I want to talk about the movie Fatale. Now, this movie is starring Michael Ealy, Hilary Swank, Mike Coulter. I mean, the list goes on. Tyrone Turner. I haven't heard that name since Menace to Society. That's what he's known for. He played Kane in that movie. I love Menace to Society. That's one of my greatest films. Taraji P. Henson was in that movie, and not Taraji P. Henson. Jada Pinkett Smith was in that movie, and I love that movie to death. I love Jada. That Menace to Society was like I was Jada for life after that movie. Anyway, let's get back to Fatal. This movie was fantastic, man. Fantastic. From the time that I clicked play to the end, this movie was fantastic. And we know that Hilary Swank is going to bring it. We know that because let me tell you, she's an Academy Award winner, an Oscar winner for doing $1 Million Baby. And I love Hilary Swank. I watch anything that she's in. Black Dahlia, she was in that joint. Also, she was also in freaking the next Karate Kid, which I love. $1 Million Baby, which I just mentioned. Oh, she was in that TV show called Away that was on Netflix, and they canceled it after one season. I was like, bruh, how you gonna cancel it after one season? Are you kidding me? Anyway, she brought it in this film. Now, this film is about a detective. She's actually she's been married before, but she's gotten caught up into some type of homicidal charges that were charged against her, which I guess were dropped because she was able to find an alibi to get out of it. So because the news broke out that this cop might be dirty or whatever, her husband divorced her. He took the daughter. She no longer she's not capable of raising a child. So she lost custody of her daughter. She's on her own. Freaking psycho bitch in this film. She plays the psycho detective, homicidal detective. Now this is guy Michael Ealy. Oh, before I get back to him, Hilary Swank, she was played by Detective Val Quinlan. That was her name in the film. Now, Michael Ealy, he's Derek Tyler in the film. Now, he's coming up from the streets, from the hood. He finally got his own business. He was able to get a scholarship for basketball. I guess he didn't get drafted, so he was able to come up with his own agency, sports agency, where he can hire and sign sports athletes to endorsement deals, to promotions, all of this. This is what his agency, this is all from him. Now, he has a beautiful wife. Now, she's played by Tracy Tyler. Her name is Damaris Lewis. She's not really important in the film. I really didn't feel anything. I thought she was the weakest link of the film. Her acting was terrible. Now, they've been married for 7 years. 7 years, he thought that everything was good, but then she started coming home. She's actually she's like a realtor. She just goes and show beach homes, houses, mansions, whatever. So she's rarely ever home. One time she came home after midnight. He's like, where you been? I don't see you come home anymore. He felt alone. He felt like, okay. So now his boy Mike Coulter, his name is Rafi Grimes. He was they were invited to a bachelor party. They both were going to be in a wedding or whatever. They said, we're going to go to Vegas. We're going to have a good time, son. We're going to get drunk. We're going to get pissy drunk. I don't care. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And that's when Michael Ealy's character, Derek, he meets Val. He meets Val at the bar. Some other chump was trying to hit on her. She sent him on his way. And she had a mean mug look on her face. She freaking must punk the bitch. And Michael Ealy's over there just chilling, watching the whole thing. Trying to act all cheesy and stuff. Yo, you looking good, man. You looking pretty sexy over there. Out of the game, had no practice or whatever. She said, yo, you haven't been out in a while, haven't you? He said, yeah, I'm a married man, but He didn't even tell her he was married. He gave her another name. He told her his name was Aaron. I forgot, Aaron something. But his name was Derek. And they hooked up ever since they were on the dance floor. They got drunk. They went back to the hotel, and they were beating sheets all night long. Now, in the morning, he wakes and said, I got to go home, man. It's time to go. It's got to get my clothes. Where's my phone? She said, I put it in the vault. I put it in the lock. In order for you to get the combination, you're going to have to beat it up one more time. And he beat it up one more time and finally got the code. But while he was sleeping, I'm pretty sure she tapped into his phone and got all his credentials, where he lived, who his wife was, what his occupation was, everything. It was crazy. Come to find out that the whole time that the wife was stepping out on him, he felt guilty for stepping out on his wife, for cheating on his wife. No, this whole time his wife was the one that was cheating with his best friend, Rafi. He finds out from the cop because the cop, there was a break-in when he came home. He was cooking for his wife. He was trying to wine and dine her so that they can get back on good terms. Tracy, I know I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, let's get our marriage back on track. It's been 7 years. He cooked for her. He hasn't cooked for her since they were dating. She says that. So they beat it up. They go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, they hear footsteps upstairs because obviously in the house, whatever house that he lives in, the bedroom is downstairs. The master bedroom is downstairs, and the kitchen and everything else is upstairs. It was weird. Wouldn't the kitchen and everything be downstairs? Anyway, moving on. So he goes down. He goes upstairs, and he sees that the burglar was up in that joint. So he's there fighting the burglar, whatever. Come to find out that burglar was his best friend. He got his ass beat, by the way, but he found like a golf club and started whacking on him. He started wailing on him, but he almost died. 2 gunshots pop off. One of them hit by his ear. He couldn't hear anything. So he almost died. But he took that golf club. He took a couple of swings and got that burglar out of there. Lo and behold, the detective, they reported the next day. Lo and behold, the detective was Detective Val Quinlan on the scene right then and there. Caught him in his house with his bride, with his wife of 7 years, and he looked dead at her, and she looked dead at him like, yo, this can't be real. I thought this was just a Vegas thing. Nah, bro. You that's what I'm saying. When you make up hookups in Vegas, you don't know what their occupation, what their other life is outside of Vegas. Yeah, everything's supposed to stay in Vegas, but not all the time. He hooked up with a freaking psycho. I mean, she was like batshit crazy detective. So he asked him the questions, everything. She finally tells him, okay, you stay here. I'm going to go ask some questions. Wife, show me where the master bedroom is. And lo and behold, the bitch is sitting on the freaking bed, yo. On the bed. Trying to see which side does she sleep on, which side he sleep on. To get the feel of, get the lay of the land or whatever. Then she comes back the next day. After she got everything she needed, she left. She come back the next day with no other officers, just her alone, trying to ask more questions. I wanted to see what the house looked like in the daylight. I came and saw the house at night. Come to find out, she calls him after she leaves for a second time. She calls him and said, come with me. I got something to show you. They're on the beach at a beach house. And you can see that she has like a little microscope, a little scope or whatever. She's looking, because she probably does a lot of stakeouts or whatever. She's looking right at the beach house where the best friend is, Rafi. And she tells him to keep looking. He's like, why you calling me? Why you calling me? Why you bringing me here? Derek, look. Keep looking. He looks at the beach house. He sees his best friend. Then all of a sudden he sees his wife come out. They're kissing. They're all over each other. She jumps into his arms and they go into the bedroom. Bruh, you should see the disdain on his face. You should see how disappointed he was, how sad he was. Bruh, it was crazy. It was crazy seeing that your best friend that you started this company with, that you started this business with, is sleeping with your wife. Oh. Because he couldn't start this company without his best friend. Because his best friend, I'm pretty sure his best friend was getting more clients and getting more, I guess, not kayfabe, he was getting more publicity. But then, Derek's character, he was finally coming on up because he had Lance Stevenson up in his office. An NBA player, NBA superstar who played with LeBron James. Up in his office, signed him to a sports deal, whatever. He felt good about that sign. He felt good about that deal. Can't believe his best friend was sleeping with his wife the whole time. Now the detective, she takes it upon herself and kills the best friend and the wife. Frames Derek for it. Because she wants Derek to do something for her. She wants her daughter back, so she wants Derek to take out her ex-husband so that she can get her daughter back. She had the murder weapon, everything in her crib. She had like her own little crib where the elevator goes up to the crib or whatever. That's her front door. Her old apartment, whatever. Which she calls him to go there, and she's still having sex with him. This guy just loved that pom pom. He loved that white meat, son. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Put in that work. So all of a sudden, he's at the funeral of his wife. You know what I'm saying? His wife passed. His mom's there. I love the speech that the mom told him. Yo, your name is the most precious name in the world. So pick your head up. Put your shoulders back. Go out there and put some respect on your name. Clear your name. Because your name is the most precious thing. I love that speech. Yo, Mama Derek or Mama Tyler, she was on point. Now at the same funeral, we get to Tyron's character. Tyron, he wants to go and avenge his cousin. Because his cousin been giving him money all these years. He always stops by the office. He always stops by the agency asking Derek for money all the time. So Tyron already knew where the bitch was, where the officer was living. Broke into her apartment, asking her questions, trying to kill her. And he had his boy with him. Tell me why his boy separated from him, and the boy gets freaked up by the officer. Detective Val, she killed that dude, shot him right in the chest. Went after the cousin, shot the cousin too. Tyron was his name in the actual movie too. That's his real name in real life. That's his name in the movie. Shot him right in the chest, gone. Like, you guys gotta be the most dumbest goons ever to break in and not take her out. She had the upper hand every single time. Then he comes and confronts her because she calls him, meet me at the beach house. And he's like, yo, what happened to my cousin? I haven't heard from him. Did you kill him? And she said, yeah, he was coming at me, self-defense. And he was like, fuck you. Goes in, he spears her, tackles her right down on the sofa, takes the gun from her, tries to shoot 2 blanks in her. She ain't gonna die. They're blank bullets. They're rubber bullets. They're not real, bruh. Not real. Come on, bruh. She takes out her real gun now on him, and she threatens to kill him. So she shoots him in the shoulder, and then he gets another gun from her and shoots her back. And then they end up back in her apartment or whatever because he agreed to finally go and take out her ex-husband. Finally agrees to go take out the ex-husband. He goes back to her apartment, tells her the job is done. They go at it because all of a sudden she gives him the murder weapon. They're going at it. Yo, they're shooting each other. He thought he killed her right in the chest. Dude, you shot her in the shoulder. That's a flesh wound. Of course she's going to get up. She got up, got a freaking butcher knife, and started stabbing and hacking away at this man while he's in the elevator. Craziness. He finally gets a clear shot on her and shots her right in the chest. Now you finally took her out. Now you killed her. Yo, this movie was great. And he has the voice recording on the cell phone of the whole conversation. She got caught holding the bag. She got caught. She got exposed. And yes, she ended up dying. But now her daughter is without a mother and a father because she's so fucking crazy. She's trying to do whatever she can. And she said it in the freaking when he recorded her. I will kill whoever I got to kill so I can get my daughter back. End of the movie. I thought this movie was amazing. I thought it was fantastic. These are the kind of movies that I love. The suspense, the drama, the thrill of it all. I loved it. Loved it. The acting was amazing. Now I went over to Rotten Tomatoes, man, and I checked out the score. Bruh. This movie was given 46% on the freaking Rotten meter. I was like, are you serious? But the audience loved it. It was 88%. That's still good. You're at home. You have nothing to do. Some people went to the theaters and saw it. Some people didn't. You got 88 on the audience score, but you give it a 46. It probably dropped more and more because I think this came out last Friday or something like that, probably a week ago. I'm so mad that this movie got the rating that it got the score that it got. Oh, and by the way, Wonder Woman's at 60%. It went from, it's still certified, but that movie's just trash. I ain't gonna watch that. But I love this movie, Ghost Nation. Y'all need to go see this. If you bored at home and you stuck in COVID, if you're even quarantined for 14 days, well, it's 10 days now. Just put this movie on so you can entertain yourself and enjoy it. I watched it for y'all, and I'm bringing y'all my full review because I thought this movie was fantastic. The acting was amazing. This I can't see something. I can't go on Rotten Tomatoes because they always give it the worst scores. When you watch it for yourself, you're gonna enjoy it. But they probably just tore this movie to shreds, man. It was great. Long as hell. I think it was 2 hours long. Hold on, let me check real quick. I think it was like 2 hours long. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. It was only an hour and 42 minutes. This movie was great for that length. An hour and 42 minutes. This thriller was amazing. I love this movie. This movie is probably my, This movie came out in 2020, but it felt like it came out last week. I still put this movie up there. It's just I'm so late to watching it. But I put this movie up there as one of my favorite movies of 2020. Go see this movie. Go support it. I'm sorry I'm bringing on a late review. I just stumbled across it. This movie was fantastic. All right, Ghost Nation, I'm about to get up out of here. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all thought about this movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What are your thoughts? Like, subscribe, and share the Ghost Movies. And until next time, Ghost Nation, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.